day number 16 goes live. There's the nice, lovely countdown clock. And I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to show a ad to avoid other people who are joining the stream needing to see pre-roll ads for the next 30 minutes or so. So I'm just going to click this button and hopefully it works. I say I need to have been streaming for at least 1 minute before it'll let me do that. So let's try that. Okay. Plenty of time because 90 seconds on top of 4.5 minutes is still 3 minutes, so that's fine. There we go. Excellent. 90-minute ad break started, except for those of you who are paying Twitch extra money to avoid ads. All right. So, ooh, that's a new planet. That's a new planet. I am super excited. I'm curious what this new planet here is, but I guess we'll find out. Yawn, 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 yawn. Okay. Oh no, did Twitch consider that to be a new video or an old video? Did it merge the two sessions? I guess we'll find out. Worst case, I can always swap the video around and cut it in half. All right, now there should be no ads on this stream for the next half hour, which is exciting. So we have 3 minutes left until the puzzle unlocks, and I'm personally really curious what this planet is, but I guess we're about to find out. So day 15 was out in deep space. Day 14 was around the rings of Saturn. So I guess this must be Uranus or Neptune or something. I'm guessing that's what this is because that was again in space, and then this here was Jupiter. Yep, Jupiter, Saturn. So this has got to be one of the outer planets. Excellent. Well, I guess I will find out the answer in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and get my setup ready. So we'll just do that, and let's find a fairly basic starting point. No, that's not int code. No, that's fairly complex. I really should have a template. Yeah, that looks like a fairly basic. Okay. Great. So I am assuming that's going to be an int code problem, but on the other hand, the past couple of days in a row have been int code problems. So, you know, I think I'm going to hedge my bets and guess that I'm probably going to be correct. All right. Let us see. We've got 1 minute left. Let's see what we have here. How are people doing today? While I wait for an answer to that, see what the current stats board looks like. Okay, we're seeing the usual drop off. If I look at 2018, that's what the drop-off looks like. Well, about the same number of people have solved day 15 so far as in total for day 15 last year. All right, 1, 0. Let's pop open the puzzle. So the gas giants. We need to do fast Fourier transforms or flawed frequency transmission. Single received, each number is a single digit. Okay, so we split it by digits. This is constructed with the input the same length as the input list. Okay. Multiply by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, comma. Okay, yep. And only the ones digit is kept. Okay. Oh god, negative 17 is going to be a bugger. I'll worry about that later. The actual repeating pattern to use depends on which output element. What? I don't understand. Okay, maybe the worked example will help me. Okay. So how is this working? So 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. Okay, I understand that. So that's what's being multiplied. And it's multiplying the entire sequence of digits. Okay, now I understand that. Okay. So now the next time around, it's what? So now it does 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, negative 1, negative 1, 0. Yep, okay, that's fine. So now this does 3 zeros, 1, 1, 1, 3 zeros. Yep, and then okay. So that's all. Yeah, okay. So I understand that now. Add up all the results. And then I keep only the ones digit. Okay. So what happens here? So it's still 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so that's still the same. So is it always multiplied by 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 1 at the end? Oh, I guess my input is going to be much longer, which is why the pattern matters. Okay. Great. And indeed, this pattern is pretty long. So let's flip over here and attack this problem. So now that this is not an int code one, I don't need my int code template. Okay. Okay, so this is a very, very long string that I'm supposed to treat as a bunch of digits. Ignore that for now. Actually, I'll leave it there for now. Okay. Okay, that should work. So standard parsing tricks. Let's go ahead and apply my standard parsing tricks. So okay. well. Let's see. So let's make sure that this works first. Also, okay. Great. Oh, I have a bug. That's fun. So that should work. Oh, non-range digits contents. That's my problem. There we go. Just make sure it ends in a 9, 039, 039. Yep, we're good. Great. So now, okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Actually, no. There's a easier way to do this. Okay, I think that should do it. I don't like the way that looks. That's fine. Okay. So that should do the no-op correctly. Okay. So now let's do the phase computation. New list is constructed. Okay. Skip the first value exactly once. This is definitely a reading comprehension exercise. This is 100% what this problem is. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see. is 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, -1. Okay. Great. Line 21 is wrong. Oh, right. Okay. Repeats. Okay. So, oh, this needs to then be like this. Is admin of like realizing I can't read.com registered yet? Because that would be super hilarious if it did exist. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Actually, we'll do it this way. No, this read better the other way. Okay. Is that right? No, that's not right. All right. Okay. Okay. So if repeats is 1, then first time we skip it. That's correct. Okay. 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 Just really curious what this looks like. I think I need this. Oh. Does that work? Let's try that. Let's see. Okay. All right. First time is 0, 0, should start with 1. So that's clearly incorrect. I'm skipping too many for some reason. Okay. So that's not correct. So should be oh. I see. Let's try that. Okay, now, oops. Okay, yeah. You know what? Let's set this to 5 to start with. Okay, so now this should be more manageable. Let's have a look. So what? That pattern definitely looks incorrect on the first one. Okay, so what did I do wrong here? Oh, I see. How do I get it to have the correct starting conditions? Let's try this. Does that do the trick? Okay, now let's have a look. -1, 0. Okay, that I trust that pattern is repeating correctly. On to the second one. 1, 1, 0, 0, -1, -1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, that's fine. The subsequent one is 2 zeros, 3 ones. 2 zeros, 3 ones. Interpreted this. This is not based off of the phase. This is based off of the position. Okay. So where's the phase used? Oh, so the phase is not actually used. Okay. So I got this wrong. So this doesn't actually use P, but it does use okay. All right. So great. All right. So now I'm convinced that's more or less correct. I cannot modify it in place. I need to return a new one. Okay. Right. Okay, now okay. Okay. Just in case these things get a tad big. Okay. Okay. Line 42. Right. All right, so let's go ahead and run it on a simple input. Simple input is just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, my value after one phase is already incorrect. Oh, because the value can be less than 1. Okay. Okay, so we need to, in addition to taking the modulus, okay. Okay, now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I get 6, 4, 8, which is clearly wrong. Okay. What else have I done wrong? Skip the first value exactly once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So what did I get initially as my... Whoa. 1 second. Please stand by. I am... there we go. Okay. So I got 6, 4, 8 for some reason. So the 6 even is suspect. So let's see. Let's print the diagnostics as I go along. comma. Okay, so let's see this. Oh. Why is everything being multiplied by 1? Ooh, I have a problem. Okay. Thought I nipped this bug already. Okay, what does this pattern look like? This pattern looks like all ones. That's clearly wrong. Okay. Repeats equals 0. Oh. Grumble, grumble. Yep, so this is... You know what? There we go. Let's do the trick. Okay, so let's just check this. Okay, that still is clearly bad. Okay, so now my pattern is 1, 0, negative 1, 0. 1, 0, negative 1, 0. Okay, so that seems fine. Let's go ahead and comment that out for 1 second and see how we're going. 4822, yep. 01, 0214, 34, 1588, 0102, yep. Okay, so that seems okay. All right, so I'm reasonably convinced that this works now. Okay, so if that's the case, let's go ahead and run this then on my regular input. Okay, and let's pretty print this. Oh, it's not going to like this because this is not actually a string array. You know what? Fine. Okay. Great. Let's do a couple other examples real fast just to make sure that I have this correct. Okay, so if I paste this in here, ooh, that's a bug. So I still have a bug. Oh, I'm not running for 100 phases, that's why. That would do it. Okay, yep, that's correct. Okay, now I can believe this. All right, let's give that a shot. Rank 762, not bad. Okay, and someone has already solved it. That's fine. The real signal is my puzzle input repeated 1,000 times. Oh dear goodness. Okay. Okay. They also represent the message offset. Okay. Okay, cool. That feels fine. Could I do this with increased complexity? Let's find out. All right. So, all right. So I don't think I need part B flag. So let's get rid of the part B flag. 10,000. Just really curious what the naive approach would do. Oh. Okay, so I could parallelize at least, if I needed to, I could parallelize execution. So of each individual digit, I think. So that's at least some help. Great. Okay, let me just make sure that this still works. Okay, it does. Okay, so now repeats. Also, let's save some memory. We know that each of these is a single digit. So all right. Okay. Now, let's see. All right. Make sure that this is correct. When I use the copy, is it exclusive or inclusive? It is. This needs to be like that. That seems correct. Let's just double check that real fast. Line 34. Where is TIDX? What? Oh. Got it. Okay, so now let's just verify that this roughly looks correct. Whoa, that filled up my entire screen. The other thing that I'm wondering is, at every step, as I'm adding these things together, I only care about the tens digit. Oh, I care about the tens digit, but also need to be aware if I'm subtracting. Okay, I think I understand how to handle this. Okay, so let's. Right. Okay. So actually, that lets me conveniently avoid this problem. Yep. Because, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because if I have, yeah, okay. What is -7? -7 is effectively equivalent to 0. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think this should do it. Let's try this and okay, let's just double check this. Just print the first 80 characters and then print the first that input is 650 characters long, so let's just make sure that the 650th to the 730th is the same. Yep. Okay, so I think my copy logic worked. I'm pretty happy with that. However, I'm pretty sure that my result drifted because I should have had 581000105, and I'm not getting that out. So this logic is not quite correct. Oh, this is either 1 or -1. Yeah, okay, so that still is fine. So let's just check this out in my head. So if I have the value 5 here, it has to add 8, and that should go to 3. I have 5 minus 8, and that should go to... Oh, I have a problem here. Yeah. My problem here is around the 0 boundary. Okay, well... That's one obvious optimization. Don't need to do anything in that case. How do I keep track of my pluses and my minuses to make sure that the overall sign is the correct sign? Because 3 equal 3 and negative 7 are the same modulus 10, but they're different to the outcome of this. Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know how to track this. How do I keep track of this? Okay. Let's noodle on this later. Yeah, I think we can noodle on this later. And worry about it for now, later. Okay. Okay, let's make sure that this executes correctly now. Okay, so now that goes back to yielding the correct result. Okay. Let's just make this generic. Actually, I trust that. That's fine. Just make sure. Okay. All right. So let's just try this way for now. I don't love it, but it should be fine. And sync. print out the iteration speed, though I know whether or not I'm doing okay. No, that is quite bad. Doing fine on memory. I'm chewing all of my cores. And it's not even done with the first iteration, so that's no good. That, and also I broke my... I also broke my part 1, which is not good. Let's unbreak my part 1 first. How do I unbreak my part 1? These are all internal. These are all fine. Oh, whoops. That's my problem. Okay, let's make sure my part 1 is fixed. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So that is very unhappy. Okay, what other improvements can I make? Let's also really quickly knock off the message offset while I'm at it. Okay. This needs to be read backwards. Okay. Okay. Let's just make sure that's correct. Right. Oh. Okay, that is wrong. Oh, actually that might be correct. $597,044. No, that's... Oh, I actually had it correct to begin with. Okay. Oh, silly errors. Let's do it again. 597044. 597044. Okay. Okay, so that is offset 30367. Oh, I'm missing one digit. Okay. So now 0 to 7 will print out 6 digits because that's exclusive. Oh, but then that suggests that my logic here is wrong. This should be inclusive, I think. Okay. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. All right. So, having done all of the easy parts, now I'm left with figuring out the hard parts. So here's the challenge. Can I print out how many items are left in the work group? Really curious. There's done, wait, but there's no... okay. Okay, so items are progressing relatively quickly. There's just a whole lot of items on my work queue. Lovely. Single input list, 100 faces of tier still applied. Okay. Can I chunk it in a way that's less n squared, I guess? If I chunked it into smaller chunks, Okay, let's review the algorithm again. So I've got a sequence of +1s and -1s. Let's see. So clearly the zeros don't matter. Okay, so let's just work this out real fast. So if I have 7, 6. So I have something that looks like this effectively, right? It's kind of almost effectively like doing matrix multiplication, kind of. In fact, it's exactly similar to doing like a giant cross product. It also has the property that I need to alternate reading plus ones and minus ones almost. Is that correct? Okay. So the longer and longer I go in the pattern, eventually, when I get to calculating the last one, the 0 repeats just n times, and I just get the last value. Prior to that, and that's true even if it's infinitely long. So these cases here are the interesting ones. Ah, I see. Okay, so for the last, functionally, this is a n squared problem almost, but I can take the last half of them. I can take the last half of them and compute them incrementally because they're all positive and they're all, the last half are going to be that way. Yeah, okay, so I can, that's at least one simplification that I can make. Okay. Let's reduce the amount of work that we have to do by half. Okay. Okay, so that feels, oh, whoops, I didn't show you that. Okay, so let's approach it this way. let's see this. Just make sure this still yields a predictable result. Do I need to perform the modulus? I probably should perform the modulus. Okay. And after that point, what do we start getting? We start getting zeros in the mix. That starts scrolling off the right-hand side. Okay. Line 25. Oh, whoops. Okay, so that still yields the correct result. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Does that cause us to take less time now that I've shrunk my n? No, it does not. Okay. So now let's think about the next set of cases. So the next set of cases is... So this is... Okay. So now I have the next set of cases, which starts where we have all ones, and then what happens? And then what happens is we start seeing 0 crop up the right-hand side. Is that correct? Oh no, it doesn't start completely zeros. Okay, so we have something that looks like this. You just be a pedant about this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So once we start here, then what starts happening is we subtract the one on the end and we add one on the right. Okay. Oops. So we start seeing this pattern hold for the next little bit. Okay. Okay. Just need to make sure that this is exclusive. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So now okay. Let me see. So now this is safe to do for the next third. So now there is starting to be a possibility that this could go negative. No, there is not a possibility this could go negative because in the worst hand case, okay. So at a certain point, we hit -1 would appear here. Something like that. That's where we need to stop. Okay, so at this point, no, all of the values are still positive, are all still positive. All of the values are absolutely still positive. All the values are still okay. Great. So okay, I think that should do it. And then now let's try this real fast. Let's see. Okay. No. Okay, now that yields a bad result. So how did my result get bad? So I need to subtract that. Yep. And add in the one that's one less. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have a boundary condition issue? Let's try doing this as my boundary condition. Nope, still wrong. What happens if I comment out? Okay. Let's comment this out. Let's fix this. Let's just double check that that still works. Okay, that still works. Okay. So my bug is somewhere in here. So starting from here, oh, now I can just break that. I think that's fine. Okay. So my memo needs to add that value, take away the previous value. Is that not correct? No, that's not correct. Okay, what's not correct about this? Oh. Oh, I see. Let's try this. No, that's clearly wrong. Okay. Still check this still works. Oh, whoops. Oh, I see my problem. Did I uncomment the wrong thing? So let's just get us back to here. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Let me just model what happens after this, because I think that this is interesting. So after a certain point, so we start from this position here, and the minus has scrolled into frame. Yeah, the minus has scrolled into frame. Oh, I see. The very first thing that needs to happen here no, it is correct. We add 1 at that position. We take away the old one. Okay. Oh, wait, no. No, that's correct. That is correct. Okay. And we start getting more towards that. Something vaguely like that. Okay. So what am I missing here? I'm probably missing something here about divisibility. So the good news is I can compare these if I need to. Okay. Okay, so let's do it this way. Line 90 is wrong. Okay. Oh. Okay. I just need to run this for one round. So just run it for one round. Let's see why this is so badly off. Okay. Okay, so I am off at digits rating from 216 all the way up to 320 roughly. $216 up to 320. 216 is there. 325 is there. Okay, so all of these are wrong. So that means that my inference about what the pattern ought to be is incorrect. Why is that? All right, let's think about this more. Here's the thing. If I added together 5, 3, and actually, let's do this in Python. So if I added 5, 3, 8, and 7 and got 23, whose last digit is 3, what happens when I add in, when I take away 5 and add, what happens if I take away the 8 and add another 3? I should get 18. But 3 minus 8 plus 3 is -2. Plus 10 is 8, so that should have been fine. That should be okay. Oh, wait, I'd forgotten that the first digit out of the pattern gets omitted. That probably has some influence on what the boundary condition is. But if that were just a boundary condition issue, then only one digit would be wrong, whereas all of my digits are wrong. Okay. 3 plus 10 plus 3 it's fine. Minus 3 plus 8 yields. Oh, I see. I picked bad numbers to work with. Okay. Minus 3 plus 5 is 25. Minus 5 plus 3 is 21. So let's repeat that now. So 3 plus 10 plus 3 minus 5 then is 15. Yeah, no, that should be that should still be fine. Yeah, that should be okay. It's possible that I'm storing these in the wrong location. Let's go back to this. So I mismatched at line. Let's look at 216 and 325 to see whether they're swapped. 216 expected 2 got 4. Does 325 match? That's interesting. If this process went haywire at a specific step, then we would expect the mismatches to... Let me just do something real quick. This is really sneaky, but I think it'll work. Okay. So we're off by 1 here at 322. But 323 and 324 were all fine. Interesting. Okay, so it's off by 1, then it's off by 2, then it's off by 4, and then it just gets all over the place. Okay. Oh, I think I understand. When I start clearing entries from the right, yeah, okay, I understand my problem. Okay, when I start clearing entries from the right, they don't always disappear in the exact same order. Yeah. Because both this and this are shrinking at the same rate. So yeah. Yeah, I have the illustrative example to demonstrate this here. right here, you can see here that the first step, we go from 4 zeros, 4 ones, to 3 zeros, 4 ones, 1 0, then suddenly to 2 zeros, 3 ones, 3 zeros. Yeah, so the problem is effectively that the number of things that are disappearing is not quite aligned. Okay. Something like that. Okay. How am I doing now? All right, so let's paste these out again. No, it still is disagreeing from index 322 onwards. Expected 2. Got 8. Still expecting 2. Okay, so I have an understanding of where this is going wrong. It's just... All right. Okay. So over here, this sequence is 4 wide here. This sequence stays 4 wide here. And then it becomes 3 wide, which we talked about. So first one, second one, and on the third time, then we take 2 away. I'm really curious to see how that changes. Okay. Yeah. That ought to do the trick. First time, it's 2. Second time. Okay. You know what? just bypass that for now. That is now let's just run it through 100 phases as before. Yeah, okay, that's now correct now that I'm not doing that. Let's try running it on simple 2. Simple 2 ought to finish reasonably fast. So why is it not finishing? Let's just tone this down too really fast. Okay. So that actually works reasonably quickly. Okay. New idea. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I got a new idea. Just that the templates are reusable. So I don't need to do the templating work every time. I can cache it. So let's at least cache the templating work. The templating work can be both cached across phases. Yeah, I shouldn't have to add all of these up every time. I should just be able to calculate what the difference is from the previous template. I know what the difference is from the previous template, then I just know what one number to add or subtract. Okay, I believe that, but how do I diff the templates without in and of itself creating order n work in itself, right? So the problem here is this is order n. Right. This is the core problem here. That this here is much more friendly in that this is merely is merely order n. This here, if I could do it correctly, would be order n as well. Okay. How do I actually deal with this? Afraid I don't understand how to do this. Can I take the previous pattern and do something to it to generate the new pattern? So what I could do here, for instance, is I could shift the pattern one to the right. Hypothetically speaking, what would happen if I shifted the pattern one to the right? Then 0 would move over to be 1. Okay. I'd have 0, 0,